it's like a sweetened rice cake. Usually the ingredients are brown sugar, water, glutinous rice flour, and then you can put in, you know, like ginger, whatever aromatics that you want. We use brown sugar today, I think, just to speed up the process, but when I kind of saw it in like a traditional like big factory way, they'd actually take white sugar, glutinous rice flour, and then they would actually cook it for like on low-ish heat overnight, 24 hours. And after the overnight cooking, you know, slowly the sugar starts to caramelize itself. And so what started off as kind of like this, just this like white gummy paste, it slowly turned into kind of like the brown that you see. It does harden up. You do stick it into the refrigerator, and then afterwards you cut it into small little pieces, and then many people will just like fry it. But in Hong Kong, I know that like people dip the sweet rice cake in like egg, and then they fry it afterwards so that you get a coating, right? Like some kind of a crispy coating. When you fry it or when you heat it up again, it turns soft so that you can like stretch it out. But then it gets greasy. Like if you've ever picked it up before, oh gosh, there's just so much oil to it. It's just bleh. So that is why I'm so excited to show the method this year, because I saw another someone online do it, and they kind of said that it was like a Japanese style. You kind of turn it into how Japanese eat dried rice cakes anyways. They have like the dried blocks of mochi. They stick it into the oven, nice like hot oven. The whole rice cake just poofs up. At the same time, the surrounding, like the outside bit of the mochi gets like nice and crunchy without any need of oil. We're gonna brush some soy sauce on top of it because maybe that's necessary, I don't know. And then we're gonna stick some seaweed around it too. So yeah, so I'm excited for you to try that out with me. This is cooled now, and so I have some glutinous rice flour and then some rice flour as well. Normally I would say mix all of the flours together first and then slowly pour in the liquid, but we have so little liquid. in the refrigerator overnight. And actually, it's the perfect texture to cut. It's quite firm at this point. So, and yeah, you see that you don't actually need any oil taking it out. In fact, I don't even necessarily think we needed the paper per se. So, just okay. Now, oh yeah, perfect. Oop. Good cuts. So actually, oh, they're drilling, but what works actually really well with, when you grill or you bake Japanese mochi is for these to actually dry out a little bit more on the outside, because that way when you put it into the oven and the steam forms, it kind of like pops it open. So if you have time, feel free to leave these out, or I don't know, even maybe put it in a dehydrator for a little bit, because these could just be, blocks. These could actually be fully dry or something like that. But we are going to stick it into an oven, pretty high temperature, I would say, just to kind of get it to crisp on the outside, but then also kind of pop, kind of melt. Wait, I almost forgot. So when I watched this, it was prepared slightly differently. It was like a Japanese style. So prior to putting these in the oven and then grilling them, they actually put a little bit of soy sauce. Now, I don't know about putting it on all of them. I'm just gonna put it on these 3. Okay? And I think because the cake itself is sweet, and then you have the soy sauce, which is salty. Actually, I might like it. I should put it on all of them, but we'll just put it on these 3. So you can see these are the ones with the soy sauce, and in a way I think that the soy sauce kind of protected it a bit, but these were also the ones that were maybe like away from the fan, so it got less heat, whereas these ones, they definitely bubbled up a bit more. So they're quite soft now. I let them sit in the oven for about 5 minutes because I thought that they were just gonna melt. And so what you do now, oh, it's hot. Okay, they do come off a bit. You take a piece of seaweed and then you kind of, well, you just wrap it around, and that's how you eat that one. It is like a little, oh gosh, it's really warm. Oh. Just a tad, a touch of water, and that will help it stick. Okay. I were just doing some construction, so I'm going to try to eat these fairly quickly. Okay. They've cooled ever so slightly, so I don't know. It's also really dark. Stop being so dark. Okay, so they smell vaguely like soy sauce as well. You can smell kind of that sourness, saltiness, sorry. So it's soft like mochi on the inside. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I didn't make this too sweet, but it's just kind of like a gentle sweetness. The soy sauce is just slightly, there's like a slight layer on the outside, but actually, sorry, my hair is wet. I wish that there was more soy sauce because this is, a bit sweet. The mochi is a bit sweet. I wish that there was even more. So actually, maybe I should have brushed it on and then halfway through brushed it again so that the kind of that layer of salt would be thicker. Ooh, okay. Let's try that now. If you like seaweed, I am somebody that likes seaweed a lot, then add it on. If you don't, then I think you could just, make yourself just one of these, but brushing it with soy sauce. Even though you would think that soy sauce is like really salty, I would say 2 passes of soy sauce with this, and then it just makes it a lot more, I guess, like addictive, which is both a good and a bad thing, just because a lot of the times this happens to be like, it's very somewhat one note. It's just, a sweetened mochi has a nice chewy, stretchy consistency, but all in all, it's just, it's just sugar sweet. So by adding that saltiness from the soy sauce, it just makes it just a lot more addictive. So I am really happy that we tried it this way. And I think that you all should try it too. So there you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year.